Hi, I'm Sarah Vickers Webb for the Institute of Innovation and Economic Development, an institute of the College of Business of Cal State Monterey Bay. Today, we are speaking with Nicholas Luca, founder of Little Feet Packaging, this year's Startup Challenge Venture Division winner. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah.
Little Feet offers sustainable packing alternatives that protect products while also helping the environment. Nicholas, so can you tell me how you came up with the idea?
Well, the idea originated from thinking about packaging overall and thinking about plastic packaging and paper packaging specifically, and how many of the alternatives that are available, which are sort of wadded paper, generally craft paper that's been wadded, don't have a lot of the aesthetic appeal of something like bubble wrap. And so while we don't have the pop yet figured out, we do have I think the beauty that the bubble wrap might offer a customer, and the same performance in many applications.
How was your first time participating in an IID event?
It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. I think the judging that was done and the preparation that was done before the event was really helpful. I think it really helped to, we'd been involved in the business for about a year in marketing and selling, but it really did help to hone in our own thinking and really critically examine what we were doing from a business perspective. And I think in that way, the whole competition was very helpful. Whether we had won or not, it was very, very helpful. And the staff as well, they were wonderful to work with.
What do you think was the most helpful part of participating in Startup Challenge?
Well, there were different phases. I personally really enjoyed working with the CSUMB professor. He actually came out to visit our facility, to see what we were doing, it really come back with us with questions to justify the business and how we were approaching it. So it was really nice to share directly. He took time out of his day, came over, and then we went over our business plan, little things that might sound obvious, like, get rid of those exclamation marks in your PowerPoints there. Just little things that just, from big things to little things. It was very helpful.
Can you tell me some challenges that you've had to overcome while developing your business?
Really, our biggest challenge is that we work in a commodity space. Although bubble wrap was first invented in the 60s in the US and was patented, since then, it has become a commodity product. And so it's hard to get into a commodity type of business right at the beginning, because you really have to compete on pricing and be able to have equipment that will produce your product. So we've had to engineer our equipment from the scratch and build that and get it to a level that we can produce quantities that enable us to be competitive. And that's been one of the challenges, and then trying to raise capital to do that. So it's hard. What's really helping us is the market need. And I think fundamentally consumers are fed up with one-time plastic, and everyone recognizes that it's just a waste and just pollutes the oceans and the land, and we're even breathing plastics now.
What can you tell me? Your product is called Pubble?
Pubble stands for paper bubble. And what we do is we take 2 layers of paper that are actually recycled. So it's already 100% recycled paper. And we put an adhesive in there, which is a starch-based adhesive, which is compostable and recyclable. It goes through the common recycling streams. And we then take those 2 and then die cut those at high speeds, and then create a roll, which then gets stamped. And that stamping process forms the dome shape into the paper, and that sort of remains permanent. So that's what provides the cushioning for products. And it's very flexible. You can wrap it, you can kind of tuck it in to products and hold in as well.
What is your hope for your business in the future?
We are hoping to take a big chunk out of the bubble wrap that you find on the shelves in stores, what you're getting at home. If we can start to chisel away, even at 1% or 2% or 3% of that entire market, it's almost $1 billion a year in the US. Imagine the entire city of San Jose almost covered twice. What we're trying to do is to replace at least a good chunk of that with our systems and our machines and the product to then deliver that on site at e-commerce facilities, as well as producing that for retailers or users at home, to really try to do what bubble wrap has conventionally done, and do that with a paper alternative that's compostable and recyclable.
Thank you so much for taking time to talk with us. And again, congratulations.
Thank you for your time.